everyone, welcome back to Gracie May's Tarot. So today we have a video that was requested by a subscriber. It's going to be your first kiss with your future spouse. Now initially I was like, how am I going to make this into a whole video? So this may end up being a shorter reading, but I think I've added enough little details to make it a full reading. But we have 3 groups to choose from today. Now, this video isn't obviously sponsored by Glossier. I just thought it would be really cute to use lipstick for a future spouse kiss. So yes, first kiss with your future spouse, 3 groups to choose from. For pile 1, we have, this shade is Like. Now it's sort of it looks really dark in the tube, but this is just a standard pink. Very cute. And then for pile 2, we have the shade Crush. This is a raspberry pink for sure. Again, like the colors on these are very deceiving in the tube, so might want to just go by the description or the name. And then pile 3 is my favorite. It's called Leo. It's a brownie pink. I'm obviously very fair-skinned and I can still wear this. Again, very misleading in the tube. Alright, so yeah, pick according to the pictures on the hearts, the shade of the lipstick, the name, whatever calls to you is totally fine. If you're drawn to more than one group, I guess that could be a possibility, but I doubt it for just the title of and the topic of the reading, but hey, you never know. Timestamps are listed below in the description box, just like always. And yeah, if you have video suggestions, keep them coming. When I see a video suggestion, what I do is I go ahead and make the thumbnail. That way I don't forget. And I can't tell you really how long it'll take me to make the video, but I will try to give you a ballpark. It just kind of depends, but I promise you eventually I'll get to it because I've made the thumbnail and I'm not going to forget. But yes, so oh, also, we recently hit 1,000 subscribers. It happened not last night, but the day before yesterday at the time of me filming this. So I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been supporting the channel, and I'm excited to see our community continue to grow. All right, let's get into it. All right, pile 1, if you chose the shade Like, welcome to your reading. So I'm gonna put your little lipstick over here, and we will save this card to the very end. When I pulled this oracle, I asked your future spouse's higher self to come through and give us a message that they would like to share with you at the time that you are viewing this reading. So we'll save this for the end. I'm actually gonna put it like that, so we have some space here. And then let's start with your tarot. So the way this is gonna go, we'll start with your tarot. We'll get some love tokens, we'll get some matchsticks, we'll get your oracle at the very end. We'll get months of the year for when this first kiss could be happening. And then I also pre-pulled some details, little hints about who your future spouse is. And then of course we'll get some love oracle cards as well. Okay, let's start with your tarot. Pile 1. What will your first kiss with your future spouse be like? What do we need to know, please, Spirit? Pile 1's first kiss with their future spouse. And I will also invite your future spouse's higher self to come through if they would like. And I'm using the Pastel Journey Tarot, and I will make sure that I link, well not link, but list all the tarot and oracle cards that I'm using in the description box. Okay. Pile 1. Let's see. First kiss with your future spouse. We've got 7 of Cups. First kiss with your future spouse. That's too many cards. That one was like wanting to come out. Knight of Swords. I will say some interesting messages coming through already. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, this is actually very, very cute. Yeah, this is very cute. Bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. I actually think I want to get one more card. Two of Pentacles. Okay, there is a lot of indecision, and it's coming from both sides. And I say that because we have the Two of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Seven of Cups. It's like both of you are going back and forth about, is this the right moment? Should I make a move? Should I wait for them to make a move? Are they going to kiss me? Should I kiss them? Like, I think there's a moment, maybe if you're on like a first date or something like that, where you're not quite sure if they're gonna make a move, or should you make a move, or is it almost kind of like, is this like, I kind of wonder why you're questioning the attraction so much. I wonder if your first kiss doesn't happen on a date, and maybe that's why, because there's a real fear here of rejection. There's a real fear of rejection, a fear of being judged, a fear of, am I just making this all up? Like going back and forth on it, this indecision, and not wanting to mess things up. I wonder if you guys start off as friends, and that's why there's this indecision. Like, see how like even the sword is like hidden behind the back here for the Knight of Swords? Like, and even the way they're holding up both hands, like, because there's so much here about which way do I go, which way do I go, and not wanting to be left out in the cold, not wanting to mess things up. So I kind of wonder if this starts off as a friendship, like, because it feels like there's some stakes here, like the stakes are kind of high, like I may have something to risk if I go for it. So, you know, like, I don't want to make this person uncomfortable. Am I misreading signs? That's kind of the energy that's coming through. And so I think that there is a lot of nervousness with this first kiss. And maybe even if the attraction is very clearly mutual, there's still this fear, like we have something to lose here if we pursue a romantic path here. Are we going to lose the friendship? Are things going to be uncomfortable? Even, I guess this could be like you have to, like your future spouse is involved in your life somehow, like they are a family member of a friend, or you guys have mutual friends in common, or you work together, or there's just something there. Like you could be classmates, and so like if it doesn't work out, like we still have to be in the same classes together for the rest of the semester, you know, something like that. It's a general reading, so it's going to vary, but there's something there about the stakes are a little bit high. I wonder if also maybe you were set up by friends, and so like you're kind of nervous about like what are they gonna go tell their friends, and is it gonna get back to my friends, like, you know, kind of this feeling of like being judged, and like if it doesn't go well, if it doesn't work out, like what is everyone gonna say about it? Like this fear of like gossip, I guess, is coming through. Yeah, there's a lot of anxiety around this. And maybe you are just an anxious person, maybe they are an anxious person, like a second guesser, but there's some indecision here about like, should I go for it? Should I not go for it? Yeah, let's get some Oracle actually. Let's see what else we can figure out about this first kiss with their future spouse. First kiss with their future spouse. Oh my gosh, see? There's so much about which way with the scales, like this back and forth, this duality, like I want to, but I'm scared. I want to, but I'm scared. I want to, but I'm scared. And Justice, I think of Libra energy, like Libra is a bit wishy-washy, like, you know, just by the nature of the scales. Libra, though, also represents Venus and beauty and aesthetic. So it could be that like the mutual attraction is so strong and you're just nervous, like, do I like this person more than they like me, is kind of the energy. And I think your future spouse is nervous because they find you very attractive, they find you very beautiful. So it's just creating some anxiety there. And then we have knowledge. I kind of wonder with this knowledge card if, because you know, especially in like friends to lovers kind of tropes, and I would say even having just a new relationship with someone or going on a first date with someone, you would get advice or feedback from your friends about it. And I kind of wonder if someone in their social circle kind of put a seed of doubt in their head and made them kind of off their game a little bit, off their confidence. And honestly, this could be your energy, because your energy and your future spouse's energy is very mixed up. Like, and that's kind of why I wonder if there's a friendship first or some other social connection first before it develops into a romantic thing, because it's honestly a bit hard for me to discern what your energy is and what your future spouse's energy is. Now, we did have the Knight of Swords here, so this is air energy, and then we also got Libra, so definitely strong Libra energy here, but also Gemini and Aquarius could be possibilities. So that could be representing you or your future spouse. But honestly, just the fact that it's a knight, and knights can, because that's where the paradox is. It's like the knights tend to rush forward, right? But then we have all of this heavy mental energy that is hindering this action. So whoever this is, whether it's you, them, or both of you, someone is so in their head about this. So in their head about this. And I think someone planted a seed of doubt there. Someone made them question the connection. Let's see what else we can find out about this first kiss. I know you're like, what is going on? What else can we find out about this first kiss? Oh, Okay, let's get one more card. One more card, first kiss. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bottom of the deck is heartbreak. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay, so we have rejection, we have spy, we have spark. Bottom of the deck, we have heartbreak. Such a fear of rejection here. And yet, there's all of this passion and all of this mutual attraction. I feel like they've been following you on social media, or maybe they were showing pictures of you to their friends, or if you're not on social media, maybe they've just been comparing themselves to other people that you talk to and looking at their social media, and they've just kind of gotten a little bit insecure about it. I think, or even you could have met this person on an online dating app, and so there's already this fear of like, are they talking to other people? Am I the only person that they're dating? You know, this anxiety that's coming through. And so there's a fear of rejection here. And honestly, it could be that like maybe you went on a date with this person and you're someone who is, you know, really slow moving in the physical aspect of it. Like, I have a weird thing about people touching me. Like, honestly, like, I had someone on a first date ask me if they could take a picture and put it on their social media, and I was like, no. Like, no. Like, I'm kind of even iffy, like, when you try to hold hands with me too soon, I'm like, So maybe you were like that, you know, like, maybe your Venus is in Cancer. My Venus is in Cancer. And, you know, and you're just a bit cautious about things like that, or even just that they tried to kiss you and it was kind of awkward, and so maybe there was an initial rejection and they took it to heart, but maybe it wasn't like that. Maybe they just caught you off guard, something, you know, something like that. Maybe you just don't like to move as quickly as they do, and so it's just thrown them off a bit. Could be that your future spouse has just been rejected a lot in their past relationships and their past crushes, and so they do have some confidence issues about how to approach you. Or like I said, they just feel like there's some competition around this. Like if you met on an online dating app, you know, it's always iffy when you start to have that conversation of like, are we exclusive? Are you dating other people? you know, is this casual? Is this serious? What are you looking for? You know, it's a bit awkward. So that would make a lot of sense to me. And remember, it's a general reading, so the actual scenarios are gonna vary, but if we're talking about the energy around this, there's a lot of anxiety, but there's also this strong, deep attraction. And so, yeah, I think there's a need here for reassurance and having more confidence and getting on the same page and not letting other people influence this connection, like not listening to other people's opinions and just, you know, using intuition and reading the room, you know, reading the signs that you're putting out. And maybe if you're watching this reading, you can remember this for the future, and maybe you can make it more clear to your future spouse that you're into them. But honestly, this could also be your energy. It's kind of hard for me to make heads or tails of it because you guys are so enmeshed, like so enmeshed, which makes me wonder if this is a soulmate connection and there's a psychic connection already going on, because you guys are like really, really, like your energies are very intermixed here. Okay, let's get some months of the year for when this first kiss could happen. This reading is going quite differently than what I expected. I'll say that off the bat. These readings like never cease to surprise me. I'll say that. So we've got June, we've got September, and we've got October. So that's a pretty like, sometimes these timelines can be spread out, but those are pretty close together. So depending upon where you're at in the world, obviously the seasons are going to vary, but if you're in the United States, it looks like summer and fall are your possibilities here. Okay, we're going to get the details about who your future spouse could be. So let's find out. Now these are probably the most specific messages in the whole reading, so if something isn't resonating, just leave it. Oh my gosh. I pulled these last night, so I didn't remember like which group was which. So this is online dating app, social media. Hello. So confirmation there for whoever was resonating with that message. There you go. Also with this, I will say, if you've used dating apps in the past and you're not currently on one, I kind of wonder if you and your future spouse will find out that you guys were both on like OkCupid or both on Tinder and you never connected. But you know what I mean? Like it's like you just missed each other. And so I kind of wonder if that could be a possibility as well. But some of you definitely could be meeting your future spouse through an online dating app or through social media. Okay. Your future spouse is giving and considerate. I would claim that message. All right. Could be a workplace romance. I said that too. Remember it was, what did I say? Oh, maybe that's why there's some anxiety because of like gossip. Worried that other people are gonna have something to say about it if it doesn't work out. That's right, I remember that now. Okay, and then we have, oh, they give the best advice. That would make sense if they're a Libra, because Libras are very fair and balanced and good at seeing both sides of a situation. So yeah, your future spouse could definitely have some Libra placements in their birth chart, if not their sun sign. Or even some 7th house placements. Okay, they could be a business owner, freelance. Ooh, some of you guys, like if you combine these, you could be interested in your boss. That's a very specific message. That won't be for everybody, but I mean, it could be a thing. No wonder there would be a fear of judgment, like if you're dating your boss. Like, yeah, they may be worried how that's gonna look if they go after romantically their employee. I mean, that's a power difference there. No wonder they would be hesitant. Okay, so I'm gonna put these up. Ignore the 3 there. I use these cards in a different reading, so you guys are 1. Everyone got a pink marker today, so I wouldn't get it confused. Okay, let's get your matchsticks and your love tokens. So what love token does your future spouse's higher self want to share with you today? Pile 1, please, Spirit. Oh, this one. Oh, good for a candlelit dinner. Maybe that's where the first kiss happens. You go on a date and you have a nice candlelit dinner. Maybe they cook for you. That's actually a really good hint. Okay, let's get some matchsticks. What are some things you will do with your future spouse when you are dating or married? Pile 1, pile 1, pile 1. Okay. We have plan a secret rendezvous. For some of you, this is like forbidden romance vibes, like planning a secret date. You know, I could see that like if you're co-workers, if you work with this person or work for this person. If you have mutual friends, maybe you don't want everyone gossiping and knowing about this. Yep. We have watch the sunrise and sunset on the same day. And we have trade embarrassing stories from when you were younger. Love this. And some of you could be childhood friends with this person. That's definitely not the case for everybody, but this could be someone from your past. Like, for example, if you knew this person in high school and then you went your separate ways, you would know some people in common. And so you may like be like, oh man, people are gonna be talking about this. And maybe you reconnect via social media. That could happen. Again, very specific message. So if that's not resonating, just leave it. All right, so let's end with your love oracle card from your future spouse's higher self. Stop it. We have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. Yeah, you guys may be friends with this person or you have mutual friends in common and that's how you're brought together. I mean, we've gotten that message pretty consistently throughout the reading. Man, like everything lined up so well with you guys. Because, you know, this is a general reading, so sometimes the messages aren't quite this cohesive, but it's been pretty cohesive of a story. Pile 1, thank you for letting me do this reading for you. So if you like this reading, if it resonated, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, hit the notification bell so you always know when I upload. I will see you guys in my next one. Have a great day. Pile 1, take care. All right, pile 2, if you chose the lipstick shade Crush, welcome to your reading. So you all were special. You got 2 channeled messages. Well, not channeled, 2 messages from your future spouse's higher self. That was easy for me to remember when I was pulling these cards last night because you're group 2. But I'm gonna put these to the side and we will look at these at the very end of your reading. So we're gonna start off with your tarot, then we'll get months of the year for when this kiss could be happening. We will look at some specific messages, hints about who your future spouse is. Then we'll get some spark romance matchsticks, and then we will get a love token from your future spouse's higher self. So it's gonna be a fun reading. All right, pile 2. First kiss with your future spouse. Let's get into it. Pile 2, please, Spirit, what do we need to know about Pile 2's first kiss with their future spouse? And again, a thank you to the subscriber who suggested this video. Pile 2. And we'll welcome your future spouse's higher self to come through if they would like. Pile 2. It's such a pretty day outside. The problem is it's so hot in Georgia, and I really would like to maybe film outside. I think that would be cool, but It's so hot. Like, I worry about my phone overheating if I'm outside, and I've never filmed a video outside, but I think it would be cool to do that. Comment down below if you would like to see something like that. Okay, we have Temperance, we have 9 of Wands. We have 2 of Wands. I'm laughing because the energy is kind of funny. Actually, I think I want to stop for right now. No, bottom of the deck, the Fool. That's why I was wanting to stop, because your bottom of the deck was like spot on. Yep. Okay, so we have the Fool card, we have Strength, we have Temperance, we have 9 of Wands, and we have 2 of Wands. Someone is really psyching themselves up for this first kiss. Like, they are trying to step into their Leo, confident energy. They are trying to get their nerve up. And I think with the 9 of Wands, they have tried to make this first move already, and they didn't. And they're like, we're not doing that again. Like, we're not going to keep contemplating doing this. We are going to go for it. We are going to see how she's pouring out the water here. Water is emotion. Like, we're going to release this romantic desire in the form of a kiss. Like, we're finally going to physically express how we have been feeling. So this is your future spouse's higher self. They're going to be kissing you. With the Fool card, they're going to be brave. They're going to take this leap of faith, and they're going to go for it. And I think it's funny because you did pick the shade Crush. So I do think your future spouse has had a crush on you for some time before they actually make this move towards you. And so this could even be like, it takes them a while to ask you out on a date. It takes them a while to feel comfortable doing this. Now, with the roses here and the wands repeating, there's a lot of fire sign energy. I'll say that right off the bat. I honestly feel like Leo and Aries are coming through very strongly. Could also be a Sagittarius, but I'm feeling Leo and Aries energy really strongly. Sagittarius is here as well. I mean, we do have Temperance, but I don't know. I feel like for the majority of you, it's Leo and Aries. I can't say why. That's just how I'm feeling, okay? Because there's definitely signs here that Sagittarius is present. I just feel like for the majority of you watching, Leo and Aries placements in their birth chart are coming through more strongly. Sagittarius is absolutely still a possibility though. Okay, with that being said, I do feel like this kiss is happening outside. I don't know why, but there's just this message coming through from your future spouse's higher self saying it's going to happen outside. So this could literally be like on your doorstep outside, or it could be like after you go out on a date, you're walking through a park, you're taking a stroll somewhere after dinner. You could even be like on a beach, walking by the water, like if you go to a restaurant that's on a pier, something like that. But there's something about it happening outside that's coming through really strongly. And almost like it's telling me under the stars. It's telling me outdoors and at night. That's what I'm getting. Okay, I actually want to get maybe like 2 more tarot cards for you guys. Pile 2, first kiss with your future spouse. Pile 2's first kiss with your future spouse. Ten of Pentacles. Whatever this date is, they're definitely not coming to the date empty-handed. Like, whoops. Well, I said 2 more cards and we're actually getting 3, and that's fine. Bottom of the deck was 6 of Wands, so this is victory, success. Like, I think after they kiss you and it goes really well, they're like, yes. But yeah, so we have 3 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. With this 10 of Pentacles, they're not showing up to the date empty-handed. Like, they do have some sort of gift for you. I mean, flowers, perfume, candy, a teddy bear, like maybe even a gift for your pet. if you're someone who has a pet that they really, really love, like I've had someone do that for me before on a date, and it definitely won me over. Like if you buy something for my cat, that just tugs at my heartstrings, you know? So something like that could definitely be a possibility. With the Ace of Wands, like that's making me think of like this offer of love. I don't watch those like dating reality TV shows. I think it's The Bachelor or The Bachelorette or something like that, where they offer a rose. My grandma watches that show. I'm pretty sure that's the one where they give you a rose. But that's what it feels like. It feels like this offer of love. Like that's how they are conceptualizing this first kiss. 'Cause it feels like they already have pretty deep feelings for you at the time of this kiss. Like it's not something that's casual for them. Like to them, this kiss has meaning. And I mean, it makes sense. This person is your future spouse, but it doesn't feel casual. Like this first date feels like they've had feelings for you for some time, and it does feel like this kiss is happening on a first date. Okay, it does feel a bit more formal than pile one. It feels like they asked you out, they got their confidence up, and they are making this love offer to you, and it is an offer of love. Like they do have deep feelings for you, deep feelings of attraction. They're not, you know, they're pretty serious about you. And it's not like, you know, they're ready to propose to you on the first date or something like that. There is still lightness, there is still fun, there is still this energy of like, let's see where this goes. But their feelings for you are not superficial. It's not just a physical attraction. They are really into you is what I'm trying to say. And with the Three of Swords, they are like mentally prepared for you rejecting them, because it does have kind of the energy that maybe they had to chase you for a little bit. It does feel like kind of like a formal courtship. They definitely had a crush on you. They definitely made a move towards you. It does feel like you are object of their affection. Sounds kind of weird, but it does feel like if we had to say who was the chased and who was the chaser, they are the chaser and you are the chased. Like that is the dynamic. I'm sorry if you're not into that, but hey, there are worse things. All right, so they are prepared though for you to reject them. They are prepared for it. This is a really confident person, even though they've had to like build up their confidence towards you. I think in general, they're a pretty self-assured person, and you know, they're prepared for it. They're like, you know, if they're not as into me as I'm into them, like I'll make it through, like I'll survive. But they are really into you. They are. Honestly, I really like your future spouse's energy. Like I like their approach to life. I like how they go for things. I like how they know what they want. You know, there's no like wishy-washy feelings here. I think they have really great energy, really fun. I think this person's going to make you laugh a lot. I think they're going to be really entertaining. I don't feel like you're going to have to carry the conversation. I feel like they're just someone who's really fun, really loves life, goes for it. I think that they may even challenge you in some ways and may get you out of your comfort zone in some ways, but your future spouse has great energy, I'll say that. Okay, let's get some Love Oracle cards now. Well, actually, we'll get your regular Oracle and then we'll get some Love Oracle. Stop it. Stop it. We've got confidence. Confidence. Yeah, that's what they're bringing to the table. You know, like they're not going to try this until they are confident about it. And I think that's just their general energy. Like I think that they, you know, Leo energy in particular, like even when Leo is insecure, they're not going to let you see that. They're going to fake it till they make it. So I think this person always seems very confident even when they're not. And so, yeah, they may have a little bit of fear here, a little bit of hesitation, but I think that they do it anyway. They go for it anyway. And that's what kind of makes your future spouse so lovable, is that even when they are afraid, they go for it anyway. I think they're brave people. They're a brave person. And with sensuality here, I mean, you're gonna enjoy this first kiss. You are going to enjoy this first kiss. It's not going to be awkward. It's not going to be, you know, like, oh, that was kind of disappointing. That was kind of a little bit, you know, I think that there's so much fire and passion here that it's going to be really good for a first kiss, because first kiss sometimes can be a little bit like, you know, you're still trying to figure each other out. There's some hesitancy. Not here, not here. I think right away the passion is evident. I think you guys respond really well to each other's signals, and I think your future spouse is, you know, a smooth talker. You know, I think that they have their own sexual magnetism. You know, I think you're really attracted to this person, and so I think that part of what makes you so attracted to them is their confidence. I think their confidence is what really, really wins you over. Yeah, even just the color scheme we have going on here, there's so much warmth there, so much warmth. I think you're drawn to that. I think you're drawn to their positive energy. This person really just feels like a light, and that's why the fire energy is so strong with them. Pile twos. Whoa. We've got hope, romance, we've got trust. Yeah, this is a very like rosy, positive reading. Like, you guys don't have as many hang-ups as pile one. This is like, pile one and pile two right now are like night and day. Like, you are the day, they are the night. It's very different energy. And I like that. I like when there's like clear distinctions between the groups. But yes, so we have trust, hope, and romance. That hope reminds me of the Fool card. Like, it shows me they're taking a leap of faith on this. Maybe you're playing a little hard to get, and that's why this leap of faith is needed. But with romance here, the candles, like, it's going to be a very romantic setting. And I think I said, like, outside, under the stars, like, it's going to feel, by the water even, like, it's going to feel very romantic. It's giving me rom-com vibes, you know? Definite rom-com vibes. And I think that part of what makes this first kiss so enjoyable is that there is this mutual trust. Like, you feel very safe with this person, you feel secure, and I think part of the reason for that is that fire signs are very direct, very blunt, and so I don't think this person is making you guess what their intentions are. I think they're very clear about how they feel for you, what their intentions are, and that they see a future with you. Because remember, I said this isn't superficial. They already have deep feelings for you, and, you know, they're making those clear to you. They're making it known, you know, they're the ones chasing you. Like, you know, there's no doubt, I think, in your mind when you're kissing this person that it's safe, you know? They're not trying to mislead you, get something out of you, ghost you, break your heart. You know, there's no fear of that. I think you feel really comfortable and at ease with this person, which is good because they're your future spouse. Okay, let's get some months of the year for when this kiss could be happening. Pile two, months of the year. When could this kiss be happening? August, Leo season, hello. January, and March. I think August for sure for some of you. And honestly, I kind of feel like the timetable for this first kiss has a lot to do with you. Like, how open you are to this person and this connection kind of determines the speed at which this connection happens. Okay, now we'll get some specific messages about who your future spouse could be. These are the most specific messages of the reading, so if something isn't resonating, please leave it. All right. They are well-dressed, stylish, have good hygiene, they smell good. I mean, that's like fire sign energy all day. I think fire signs in particular are very well aware of appearances and how they're coming off to other people. And yeah, especially with Leo energy, like very concerned about public image, so that makes sense. Their love language is words of affirmation. Didn't I say they're going to make it very clear to you? They're going to tell you how they feel about you. There's not going to be any guesswork with this person. They're going to be blunt, direct. They're not going to mince their words. They're going to tell you exactly how they feel about you. Okay, they're very attractive. We know that. This person is... yeah, you were drawn to this person. We got sensuality earlier. Okay, they could be older than you. Now, they could literally be 2 weeks older than you. You know, they could be 2 years older than you. They could be 10 years older than you. They're just older. So, they are determined, dedicated, and passionate. That is fire sign energy all day. This person has strong fire sign placements in their birth chart. I don't care. Like that I will definitively say, because it's been coming up over and over and over again in your reading. Okay, I'm going to move these away so we have some space. Okay, let's get your matchsticks and your love tokens. So love token from pile 2's future spouse's higher self. Love token. This one. Ooh, good for breakfast in bed. Okay, so maybe this first kiss turns into something more. You catch my drift? I'm just saying, maybe. I mean, fire signs are sometimes a bit more fast moving than other signs, so that could just be in the future. We did get sensuality, so yeah, this first kiss could turn into something more. And remember how I said, like, they already have deep feelings for you, so I think you know this person reasonably well before you even have your first kiss. So keep that in mind. Okay. Let's get some matchsticks for pile 2 and the future spouse. This could be what you guys do together once you're married or even when you're dating. Actually, I'm feeling an extra one for you guys. Okay. We got stay in bed together all day and binge watch your favorite show. Yeah, this first kiss could be kind of spicy. But again, that could also be what happens once you're dating them or married to them. We have make out in a movie theater. Could happen in a movie theater. I mean, we did get at night, and I feel like people tend to go to the movies in the evening. We have, oh, you know, some movie theaters, oh my gosh, remember how I said, that's a different interpretation of what I said earlier. I said at night under the stars, but if you think of watching a movie, the stars of the show, oh, maybe that's a stretch, but that's actually kind of an interesting play on words. Okay, anyway, we have go to karaoke and sing a cheesy duet. That's totally something a fire sign would be down to do. And like I said, they may push you out of your comfort zone. That could be something that you're like, no, I don't want to do that. And your future spouse may talk you into it. And then we have, ooh, this is my favorite matchstick. I'm a Leo though. It's plan a scary date, a roller coaster, a horror movie, a haunted house. Roller coasters are my favorite thing in the world, other than like cats and tarot and books. So that could be a possibility there as well. All right, let's read your oracle now from your future spouse's higher self. It says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And we have embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Yeah, this feels like a pretty deep connection here. It does. It's, like I said, like at the time of your first kiss, you guys are already having a relationship that's beyond the surface level, superficial, you know, physical attraction. I think that this connection, this marriage, kind of puts into perspective all of that past pain, heartbreak, disappointment, unrequited love that you may have experienced or they may have experienced, or even if we're going even deeper than that, like love that wasn't present during your childhood from your caregiver like it should have been. You know, I think that this connection, this marriage, is the closest to unconditional love that you could possibly experience. You know, like there's always going to be conditions. The only unconditional love you're probably going to get is like your relationship with your pet, you know? But I think that this is as close as you can get. And I think that's really beautiful. And pile 2, you have a great reading. Like, I want you to know that you have an incredible reading here. So yeah, this is it. Please consider liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, hit the notification bell so you always know when I upload. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you, and I will see you in my next one. Take care, pile 2. Best wishes to you and love. All right, pile 3, if you chose the shade Leo, welcome to your reading. So I think we'll put this over here, and then we're going to save your love oracle card for the very end. So we'll place that over here. All right, so first we're going to start with your tarot, and then we'll get months of the year for when this first kiss could be happening. We'll get some specific hints about who your future spouse is. We'll get some love oracle cards, we'll get matchsticks, and we'll get a love token from your future spouse's higher self. So, got a lot planned. Pile 3, first kiss with your future spouse. What do we need to know, please, Spirit? We'll welcome your future spouse's higher self into the reading as well, if they would like. Gracie has really been laying on this blanket, my cat. I'm gonna have to rotate it. There's like 3 windows right in front of me, so she likes to lay here and watch the birds. She's an avid bird watcher. So yeah, I think it's time to rotate, or I'm gonna have to let roll this blanket or something. All right, pile 3, first kiss with your future spouse. What do we need to know? Pile 3. And I'd like to say a huge thank you as well to everyone who's been supporting the channel. I mean, it's been so cool to see it grow, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoa. Okay, I'll say this right now. The way the deck is behaving, there is a lot of fast-moving, excitable energy here. And it may be you, and maybe your future spouse's higher self, but yeah, there's quite a lot of fast energy coming through. Get one more card for you guys. Yep, 5. Oh no, 4 of Swords. Okay, so we have 4 of Swords, we have Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 6 of Cups, 3 of Wands, and Queen of Cups. And bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So typically, the 7 of Swords is not the best card. Like typically, the 7 of Swords talks about lies, deceit, betrayal, someone sneaking around behind your back. But in the context of this reading and the way that it's depicted here, and the fact that we have the Sun and all of these other like positive cards like cushioning this 7 of Swords, makes me feel like this first kiss is out of the blue, unexpected, takes you off guard. You didn't even know that this person was kind of like planning this. That's kind of the energy that's coming through. I think your future spouse makes the first move. I think they kiss you, and I think it's really unexpected. I think it's really unexpected. And remember how I said there was that fast-moving energy with just how the deck was behaving? That also makes me think this first kiss is really unexpected. I don't think it happens on a date at all. I think you are doing something together with the Three of Wands. I think you're doing something together. Maybe even you're doing something outdoors. You're doing some sort of activity with them. But I think this kiss comes kind of out of the blue. I do think you have some history with this person, either in this lifetime or in a past life with the Six of Cups. This is like my soulmate card in my head, like, because it talks about kind of like shared past lives or like childhood nostalgia. There's a sweetness to the Six of Cups, a real sweetness. And so I think you feel very safe and comfortable with this person, either because you have this like shared spiritual connection of past lives together, or you do know this person from when you were younger. You know, I would say undergrad and college, or younger, like high school, middle school, elementary, whatever. You have some sort of shared history with this person. So if you don't think your future spouse is someone from your past, you're like, no way, no way, no way. Although I would argue sometimes things can surprise you, because I have a coworker who has been married, I think 2 or 3 times, but the person they ended up settling down with is someone that they knew from when they were kids, and they grew up together, went their separate ways, and came back together. And, you know, I don't remember if it's their 3rd or 2nd marriage, but I do know their past marriage was really painful and difficult and challenging. And now that they're married to the person that they grew up with, they have so much safety and security, and it's completely like night and day experience. And so that could be something like that happens for you, that you reconnect with someone that you grew up with or you knew from your past, and it ends up being really beautiful. Mind you, I'm not talking about an ex. I'm just talking about someone that you grew up with, someone that you knew when you were younger, okay? So like, you know, a classmate from high school, something like that. Now, for others of you, it's just that you have that shared past life experience, and that allows you to feel comfortable with this person a lot more quickly than you typically would, okay? And I think that that's also the Four of Swords here. There may have been a break, like there may have been a point of separation. You knew this person, let's go back to that high school example. You knew them in high school, you went your separate ways. There was a break where you went your separate ways, and then you come back together. For others of you though, I think there's just this ease. Like even though the first kiss is happening kind of out of nowhere and it's unexpected and it happens pretty quickly, either with you reuniting with this person, either from a past life you're reuniting, or they're reuniting from your past in this lifetime. You know, sometimes soulmates go through separation. So again, I'm just picking up this heavy soulmate energy with your group. But yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, even though it happens quickly, kind of unexpected, I think you feel kind of at peace with it. Like it feels very natural is what I'm trying to say. Like even though it's unexpected, it happens very naturally. It happens with ease. And I mean, the Sun, like you can't get a more positive card than that. But I do think this first kiss is going to take you by surprise. And I do think they are the one who is initiating it. But I think you feel very safe and very comfortable with this person. Now, with the Queen of Cups being here and the Queen of Pentacles, I want to clarify those cards. Can we clarify the Queen of Pentacles, please, Spirit? The Queen of Pentacles. Can we get some clarity here? The Knight of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles. Can we clarify the Queen of Cups here? The Six of Pentacles. Okay. What I'm getting from this with the Queen of Cups and the Six of Pentacles being here is that there's mutual emotional intelligence here. There's mutual emotional understanding. Like you're able to pick up on each other's nonverbal cues really, really well. I think there's definitely a psychic connection here. And I think that your future spouse is going to be someone who is just as emotionally supportive and giving as you are. That's the energy that's coming through with this. Yeah, I don't think you've ever felt so deeply emotionally understood without you having to say too much. I think there's just this psychic, intuitive connection, and you know what the other person needs in any given moment. Like, I know right now you need a shoulder to cry on. I know right now you need just someone to hold space for you. I know right now you need someone who's going to listen without judgment. I know right now you need some practical advice. You know what I mean? Like right now I know you need a suggestion for like a coping skill. Like, you know, it just feels very like supportive and nurturing and very kind of sweet. It's a very sweet connection, very maternal, very loving. I think that if there's any childhood wounds here, there's going to be a lot of healing that comes from this marriage, from this connection, for sure. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands coming through, and you had the Three of Wands, there may be a joint soul mission in terms of your career. It could be that they help your career path in some way. I also kind of just feel like this person feels like you're the full package. Like, given that we had so many court cards, I feel like this person sees you in a very whole and complete way, and they appreciate what you have to offer and what you're bringing to the table, and they see you as everything that they've ever wanted, hoped for, prayed for. You know, like this feels like you are their dream person, which is so beautiful in a future spouse reading. Okay, let's get your oracle cards now. Pile 3 would be the soulmate group. Like, pile 3 is always a little bit of a deeper, heavier reading, I think. I don't know why that tends to be the tendency on my channel, but it's just something I've noticed over time. We've got magical powers. We've got joy. We've got psychic protection. Bottom of the deck, we have divine guidance. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This is such a spiritually guided connection. Like, if you're worried that you're never going to get married, you're never going to meet the one, I would say, like, don't push away that limiting belief, but just say to, like, because that's coming from your shadow self. So say, like, shadow self, like, I understand, I'm going to hold space for this anxiety, this fear, but it's okay. Like, you don't have to protect me in this way. We are worthy of love. You know, like, speak to yourself very kindly. If those doubts, those fears pop up, you know, hold space for that and then lovingly release it or integrate it, however you know, whatever language you feel most comfortable using. But process it, really process it. But you have reassurance here, like psychic protection, divine guidance. Like, this is soulmate reunion energy all day long. Like, this is two people fated to come back together. Like, this, there's a huge element here of divine timing, huge element of divine timing. And that says a lot for the longevity of your marriage, because your guides are not going to bring you two together if you're not ready. So once you're ready, you meet this person and all this, or you're reunited with this person, is probably better language to use. I mean, that gives you the best chance possible at a long-lasting, happy, healthy marriage, right? But I think you guys are meant to do something that's going to elevate the collective. Like, there's something there in terms of like what your souls are meant to build together in this lifetime. And then joy here, I think that this person represents a new start, a new chapter in your life. Three of Wands. This person's going to mark an adventure for you. And I know we're getting way past your first kiss right now, but honestly, that feels like small potatoes compared to the energy that I'm reading right now. Like, the first kiss is just the beginning. Like, it's just, it feels like the most natural, easiest thing in the world is, you know, and I don't think that it takes very long for this connection to develop. It may take a long time for you guys to reunite in the physical 3D, but once you do, I feel like this connection progresses really quickly. But I think because of your psychic connection, it feels very natural and very easy. I think other people looking at it from the outside would be like, aren't you guys moving too fast? You know, maybe you should slow it down. But I think once you're together, things are going to move really fast, really quickly, and it's going to feel natural, comfortable, easy. You know, and you guys are on your own timetable. I would say, like, don't cave to what other people think you should be doing. You know, like, follow your heart here. Magical powers. I think that this is, honestly, it kind of feels like once you reunite with this person, the magician energy is coming forward. Like, I think you guys can manifest together with so much ease. Like, together you guys are so much stronger than when you're apart. And so I think, again, like, something about a joint soul mission is definitely coming through. All right, let's get some love oracle cards for you. And I think it kind of feels like a fairy tale moment. That first kiss feels magical, feels like, pile 2 seemed like a rom-com. You guys feel a little bit Disney. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it feels a bit Disney. And I say that because it feels like a hero's journey. You know, like you guys are both the hero in your own separate stories, and you come together, and it's kind of like, you know, this, like, you guys have a great story, I think, of how you reunite and how you meet. You have a love story that you could write into a novel, you know, like, that's the energy that's coming forward here. With strings, yeah, I think there's a lot of divine guidance. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that you're not aware of. You know, I think mountains are being moved to bring you two together. There's an intricate divine plan here. Trust. Yeah, I think you just instinctively know that you can trust this person. Even if you're someone who typically has a lot of trust issues, I think it's going to really surprise and shock you how easily you trust this person, how open your heart is. I haven't had that experience in love, but I have had that experience in friendship before, and it is like very shocking. Like, if you're typically a guarded person, to have your heart open up like that with such ease because of someone else's energy, it's very surprising. It feels like, wow, like I don't even almost recognize myself when I interact with this person because I'm never this open. And I think there is a lot of surprise, you know, with how easy things are with this person. Spark. Yeah, there's a lot of passion here. Bottom of the deck, passion. As I'm saying that. That's funny. But yeah, there's a lot of passion here. A lot of spark, a lot of electricity. I mean, you feel this person on a soul level. So it's not just superficial physical attraction. You know, there's something there about two souls being reunited. I mean, that's really heavy energy, you know, like it feels, this is a love that you've never experienced before. I can say that pretty confidently, pile 3. You've never felt a love like this before. All right. I don't say this stuff lightly, you know, but like we've gotten so many repeating messages about this being a spiritual connection and a soulmate connection. So, I mean, we can say that with ease, I think. All right, let's get some months of the year for when this first kiss could happen. Although, honestly, because of the nature of your reading and because divine timing is at play, for your group, I would not take this to heart too much because honestly, it depends upon where you are at and where they are at. And if you feel like you're in a really good place in terms of like doing everything you can do to manifest this person, and you obviously are not united with them yet, don't be so hard on yourself because it could be them that's holding up this reunion. Okay, like it's not just about when you're ready, it's about when they're ready too. Okay, but we'll get some months of the year for you. don't want you guys to be super fixated on this because the divine timing is at play here. And divine timing isn't a set date in the future. It's just when you both are vibrationally aligned. So you could see how that's like influx, out of flux. They're ready, you're not ready. They're ready, you're not ready. That's what's frustrating about these soulmate reunions. Okay, we have January, July, and May. So if you want to claim one, but again, I don't want you to get your heart set too much on one particular month, okay? All right, let's get your matchsticks and your love tokens. All right, a love token from pile 3's future spouse's higher self. Love token. Your soulmate's telling me, see, I'm even saying your soulmate now. I'm not even saying your future spouse. They're telling me to get 2, so I'm gonna get 2. We have good for a very long cuddle. And we have good for a long massage. See, it's the sweetness and the passion. You have like the best of both worlds here. All right, let's get your matchsticks. Now these can be when you're married, when you're dating. Pile 3, pile 3. Okay. We have rendezvous at a restaurant and pretend you're meeting them for the first time. We have go skinny dipping. And we have, let me move that over. Ah, stop it. We have trade shoulder or foot massages. Okay, you guys are really into massages. Like, super into massages here. All right, so this is a oracle card from your future spouse's higher self. What do they want you to know? I pre-pulled these last night, so I don't quite remember what they say, but I think you guys were the soulmate group. You were. You were the soulmate group. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Yep. Yep. I was trying not to get too excited when your cards started coming out because I was like, I'm pretty sure I had a soulmate card when I was pulling them last night, because these heart cards, like, they drive me a little bit nuts. Like, they're so pretty, but in terms of shuffling them, they're a little bit of a nightmare. Like, if I pre-pull cards, I don't like to see what they are because I like to experience this in real time, like with you, the viewer. But sometimes, like, these are just, like I said, they flip over, they go crazy, they go all over the place, and they take me a while to shuffle. That's why I don't shuffle them on camera, because I wait for them to, like, forcefully come out, because they just go all over the place, and I want to be certain when I pull you guys a card. Like, that's why I'm always waiting for a card to fly out or to flip over. I don't just, like, pull them from the deck. I could, but because I'm reading for other people, I really want to be certain. Like, I don't want to have my intuition be iffy one day and that, you know, gives you guys a false message. I really don't want to do that. But yeah, you guys have the soulmate card. I mean, lucky you. Getting to marry your soulmate, not everybody does. And you know, like, I've tried to be more mindful of this. Like, there's definitely value and benefits to choosing someone and feeling like free will and having a grounded, earthy connection with someone. There's value in that. There's real value in that. But not gonna lie, like, the romance of a soulmate connection, like, it makes your heart warm. You know, it's beautiful to think, like, you've had shared past lives together and, like, mountains had to be moved and divine timing and your guides are supporting this connection. I mean, it feels beautiful, it feels warm, it feels fuzzy. So I'm excited for you, pile 3. I really, truly am. And you are my Leo group, so you have a special place in my heart as a Leo myself. Pile 3. I totally forgot to do your little hints here, so I'll have to put a note in the description box not to click off the reading. Okay, these are the most specific messages, so if something isn't resonating, just leave it. Okay, your future spouse could work in healthcare. Now, this can mean a lot of different things. This could also be like mental health. So they could be a doctor, physical therapist, nurse, physician assistant, nurse practitioner. They could work in like hospital administration. They could be a policymaker. They could be a social worker. They could be a psychologist, a therapist, a counselor. they could do anything in relation to health, both physical health or mental health. Remember, there's a lot of you watching, so I just want to cover all my bases. That could be a possibility. Or, well, yeah, I mean, for some of you, you could be meeting that way. Like, this person could be your dentist. I'm being funny. Okay. They are responsible and reliable. Oh, this could be a forbidden romance. Exciting. You could have mutual friends in common. That could be why it's forbidden, is that you're a little bit nervous about what other people could say. I think I mentioned that in the very beginning, like, or maybe I didn't. Maybe that was for a different group. But, like, if you went to high school with this person and you had a period of separation and then you come back together, you could be like, oh, like, what are people gonna think? Because we, know a lot of people in common, that kind of thing. Or maybe it was a forbidden romance in the past, could be a thing if they're from your past. They could have a different accent than you. This is definitely a more mixed group, which doesn't surprise me because things go a little bit wild when you have a soulmate reading. And they make you a priority. I love that. Now, when I say accent, like, it doesn't mean necessarily that they're from a different country than you. They could just be in a different part of the country, and so they have a slightly different accent than you do. So, like, they could have a southern accent and you're from out west, or you're in the north, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or honestly, they could just have a unique voice. I'm trying to think if anything else is coming up here. Honestly, with forbidden romance too, that could be underlining how we said that maybe some people in your life think this connection is moving really fast and they're cautioning you about how fast it's moving, but you don't feel like it's moving fast because it's a soulmate connection and you feel so comfortable with this person. That could also be a thing. All right, pile 3. Now your reading is done. Okay, so this was your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I also like that you guys chose Leo and you got the Sun card. I mean, beautiful. But anyway, yes. If you like this reading, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. Hit the notification bell so you always know when I upload. A huge thank you to letting me do this reading for you and for everyone who's been supporting this channel. Also, another thank you to the subscriber who suggested this reading. And yeah, take care. I will see you in my next one. Have a great day.